I didn't really like Pearl Jam when I was growing up, but then I met my partner who is a super fan in 2010 and she made me see the light. She also made me burn my Limp Bizkit and Robbie Williams CDs, so she has clearly changed me for the better. Anyway, PJ have just released a new single called Dark Matter from their new album scheduled for release in April called Dark Matter. So I'm going to listen and react to this for the very first time with you lovelies. Let's do this. There's no music video for this one, just the official visualizer. However, on a positive note, when it's like this, you do tend to pay a lot more attention to the audio. I'm trying not to pay attention to the visualizer here because it's making me think of chocolate milkshakes, but 1 minute and 8 seconds into this track, I'm liking what I hear. And the thing that stands out the most to me so far is the drumming from Matt Cameron. We know he's a fantabulous drummer and he's got some serious chops, and he's showcasing that here. He's got it on display. Well, not on display, he's got it in the audio in my eardrums. And for info, my favourite Pearl Jam album without a doubt is Yield, and I'd probably say my favourite single from them is Do the Evolution. I just love that track and the groove and the time signature and the chaos, and it just rocks my tits off. I should probably comment on the track we're listening to now, so I'm going to go ahead and press play. Love the reverbs on those guitars there. They sound lush, mate. Lush, mate. Really wobbly. I really like that riff and chord sequence there. It's almost like a 12-bar blues approach. It's not exactly, but what I mean is you've got that root chord and note, and then it climbs up, and then it comes back down again and returns back to bass. It sounds really cool and heavy. Eddie still sounds great on vocals, doesn't he? He's like a fine wine, he gets better with age. It's got that classic 70s rock vibe for me, and I don't mean to make a lazy comparison here, but it does sound a bit like Zeppelin, that dinning, 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 with the tremolo wobbly guitars. Sounds awesome. I don't know why I keep looking at the bloody screen. It'd be a bit weird if I just stared at you for the whole duration. Oh, that's wicked. Oh, I love that. That's an amazing choice of guitar chords and the sequence there. That sounds wicked. I'm going to go back and hear that properly. No patience left for, impatience no more. No love lost for, lost loves. No sorrow for the unaccountable. Lovely drums, mate. Right, I've clearly got to stop there because I've got to analyse the solo, and I am going to assume that it's being played by McCready. If I'm wrong, sorry people, I made a mistake. All of them are ace musicians, but I never previously understood the slogan of McCready for president, even if it was tongue-in-cheek and humour. But now I do. Not now, but I have done over the last 14 years, discovered that. For me, he's a Hendrix player. And what I mean by that is that he was just born to play guitar. It's like an extension of his limbs. It's all soul and feel. He can just pick up a guitar and play one of the most amazing solos you've ever heard in your life. Growing up, I was always aware of the band. Of course I was. They were massive. But the thing that changed for me was when I watched the 20 documentary in 2011, and it just changed my perception of the band entirely. I got to see and experience the guys behind the music and realise and understand how normal, down to earth and nice they were. And I really admired what they stood for, and despite their massive success, they still valued their music and their fan base. They campaigned for things and stood up for what they believed in. I just found them to be extremely likeable human beings. Lovely call and response from the guitars as well. The vocal. Oh, it's lovely, mate. 34 years since they hit the scene, and for me, that track sits alongside anything they've released since 1990. My partner's seen Pearl Jam live God knows how many times, but I finally got to witness them live in 2022 at London Hyde Park. And I remember going to work the very next day, and there was a new starter, quite senior and high level, and they asked me what I'd been up to the weekend. Told them I'd been to see Pearl Jam, it was great. However, I did think there was a load of trendy wankers there. And then they said, oh yeah, I went to that gig too. Anyway, please let me know in the comments section below what you think of this song, and if you've enjoyed this video, kindly give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see some more. But until next time, thank you so much for watching, look after yourselves, and hopefully I'll see you very soon. Bye for now, people.